I'll tell you what else gets the people going, Nonito, and that is our Fansly Ring Card Models. Fansly, the best 18-plus content creator site. Head over to fansly.com/MVP to see exclusive content from our events and more of our beautiful ring card models.
I always say this, when it's working, don't fix it. You know, sometimes the eagerness comes because you want that knockout. But if you got to reverse them that way, get them that way again.
And if you are Winston Guerrero, Dan, you talked about it, he's active.
Yeah, they're going to get a lot of opportunities for countering him. After Antonio Vargas, who did so beautifully in the first round. Guerrero's going to be active. He's going to fire that jab. He's going to fire power shots behind it.
Some body shots there from Guerrero.
Good jab by Guerrero.
And off a hot start from Antonio Vargas. We have some notes. Coach Larry Way is standing by. Coach is still getting set up. But as we continue on in this second round, you see Antonio Vargas still pumping that jab out there, Canovio.
He is. That's what's going to set up his power shots. That's how he was able to land in that first round.
Good on the right hand.
Here comes Guerrero.
Antonio Vargas throwing combinations.
It just feels, gentlemen, like when Vargas lands, there's just some thuds, some stamp shots behind everything and backs Guerrero. Guerrero's landed. Like, that's a great combination there that you see. But Vargas, even with the jab, is having some thudding power.
You know, Guerrero is changing his style because he can't penetrate Vargas's defense, and so he's jabbing all over the place and moving around and all of that stuff. So, but for Vargas, I believe that he should double up on that jab to the body, jab to the head, so that he can set up that right hand. Just like that.
There was the right hand right there. But Guerrero gets it back as well. I'd say a far better round here for Winston Guerrero did.
Absolutely. He bounced back pretty good in this round with activity. I agree with you, Wade. His punches don't have the same pop that Vargas's does, but he makes up for with volume.
And Anito, you talked about it. He's immediately switched the game plan to be more mobile, to be on his feet and on the bike, because when you sit down in front of Vargas, he makes you pay.
Oh, he's downed.
Drives Antonio Vargas where he stands.
He's hurt, guys.
He is wobbly badly. In this second round, 30 seconds remaining.
Overhead right.
Huge shot from Winston Guerrero, just what we said. The pop shots were landed by Vargas, and he is badly hurt.
He's got a hold. He's got a hold, but he's banging. He's got a hold here.
Shots to the body from Guerrero. Vargas is swinging. There's still
10 seconds.
here.
High drama here, our main event.
Jab from Guerrero. Hook Guerrero. Vargas.
Time.
Oh my goodness. This fight just got flipped on its head.
It got flipped. It's incredible. Sometimes when you have that kind of thing and you're just going for it because you have that power, you're getting the guy to back up a little bit. Guess what? You get caught with something like that. I mean,
Take a look right here.
and then he opens up with the hook and
Beautiful right hand. We're just talking about how you have the same pop as Vargas. I owe you an apology, Winston Guerrero. You have pop.
Until he did. And you know what? Correct me if I'm wrong, Nonito. You saw a big combination. And at the end of all those combinations, Vargas would lose the counter. And it was like a lull in his moment. Combination, and then finally a second follow behind it from Winston Guerrero. Caught Vargas in the middle of that exchange.
and that's something that you got, you know, we underestimate Guerrero's IQ because Vargas has been doing that. And so what happens is he timed him right after he did the combination. You know, I think Vargas right now needs to just recover, throw his jab, but he's going out there and try to be prideful and say, you know what, I'm okay. I think sometimes
The drama here. We got Antonio Vargas, who is on the precipice of a title shot in Japan.
He gets hurt in the huddle left hook.
Life-changing money on the line. A title shot in Japan at 118. That's the hot end right now in boxing when it comes to the welterweights. And he finds himself on the canvas consecutive fight.
Overhand right, Winston Guerrero, and everything right now he's shooting is landing, Nonito.
the more beautiful thing about what he
sitting down on punches with just over a minute and a half in this third round, presented by Celsius Lift Fit Essential Energy.
We're talking about how Vargas is on the precipice of something. What's the Guerrero is on the precipice of a title shot? This is an interim title shot here.
Right hand, 5-6 punch combinations right now. With Guerrero.
Really comfortable there.
There's a combination back from Antonio Vargas. And guys, we've seen this. We have seen upsets after upset on those Vital prospects. You can never be surprised. But there was a shot from Vargas that kind of wobbled the legs of Wesley Guerrero.
Here comes Vargas. There's so much on the line in this fight.
So much on the line.
Life-changing type of opportunities, life-changing type of money.
And like I said, you know, the guy from Nicaragua, Guerrero, this is it for him. You know, this is something that will elevate his life, just like Chocolatitos and Alexis Aguilos.
What a showcase we have in this main event. Both fighters have hit the canvas. Both fighters recovered, slinging leather here in this third round.
Vargas looks a little more secure now. These guys' legs back.
Stabbing with the jab to the body is Antonio Vargas. Look at that double lead hand there. The jabs and the hook, switching up the tempo. And now we're in the phone booth. Combination from Vargas, answer from Guerrero, and then answered again from Vargas.
10 seconds.
Action back third round here. A tough one to call too. Yep, that's why I don't do it, Dan Canobio. After 2 rounds, what do you think?
3 rounds so far.
After 3, excuse me, 2 hotbed rounds. That third one that just blew my mind.
2 10-8 rounds. 10-8 round Vargas round 1. 10-8 round Guerrero round 2. I thought Guerrero won round 3. So he was more active. I thought he was...
It's the combinations, huh, Dan?
Combinations, I think Vargas for the first half of that round still didn't have his legs behind him, still a little dazed. Fought better the second half of that round, Vargas. But I just think Guerrero put together a more complete round. And he's up now, man. This is crazy.
Nonito, do you think Winston Guerrero can keep up that pace through 12 rounds? I know we're up to one lighter weight class. We're starting to sit down on some punches here.
Yeah, you know, they're used to this kind of thing. You know, like, again, he's going in here and he throws a lot. We've already expected him to be throwing a lot of punches, especially in this big stage. He's gonna give it all he got.
Round 4 of 12. And once again, a battle for the WBA Interim Bantamweight Championship of the World. Already been fireworks in the first 3. Nice right hand there from Wesley Guerrero.
Vargas got to make some adjustments here. He's got to take this fight back over.
Good kind of right by Vargas.
If you get down to someone like Wesley Guerrero, and he's going to throw a lot of punches, he can do this, and he can win rounds, he can bank rounds.
And we've seen this, Dan. We've seen Antonio Vargas right here in front of us go down in a fight, comes back up, and finish it.
He did. His last fight was one of the more crazy fights we've seen here at the Creek Royale. They got to this point right here.
Nice jab and a nasty left hook from Vargas over the top. Walking down Guerrero here in this 4th round. Looks to be fully recovered, Nonito.
Yeah, he's recovered. Definitely he's recovered a lot.
Stalking forward, lands a left hook there.
But a perfectly timed punch can change the whole tempo, like we just saw earlier.
And Nonito, talk to us about how hard it is to trap a guy like Guerrero, who is just so active, the feet never stop.
Well, Guerrero was trying to press it early on, but now that he can't beat him in the inside game, that's boxing. So what it is he just needs to the rhythm. Instead of following Guerrero, like he's doing right now, he should be cutting the ring.
Oh, big step in left hook there from Vargas. Right on the button. Wants some power shots. Guerrero getting right back on that jab. And Vargas has found something with that lead hand. Not taking a back step. Looking to the lead hook. Damaging right hand there. and Guerrero.
He's not letting Vargas set up any shots. The jab is disrupting everything Vargas wants to do.
That's right, and that's why that's the importance of jabs is you change the tempo, plus you set your opponent when you land it. And it's boxing what you want.
Combination from Vargas. Last 15 seconds of round number 4.
10 seconds.
Surprisingly has continued on, and both fighters been hurt very badly, but here we are, ending round 4, heading into round number 5.
Time.
There is a lot on the line. And this is why, no matter how many times you get dropped.
Folks, a thrilling 7-bout fight card is set for Riyadh on Saturday, February 22nd, which sees a championship title being competed for in each fight and will be live on the Zone pay-per-view. Billed as the last crescendo, Artur Beterbiev and Dmitry Bivol headline the night in an eagerly anticipated, undisputed light heavyweight rematch, quickly turning around from their original undisputed fight in October. Fifth round coming up, gentlemen. A back and forth fight to this point. I would think, Nonito, that Vargas has gotten his feet back under him and is trying to take back control of this fight.
Yes, you know, he's pressing on and he's covering up even more, trying to block or miss the counter from Guerrero.
And we talked about it before. Winston Guerrero dropped Vargas with the right hand. It just feels like the game plan is to be more thudded, to be more powerful, to impose his will, while Winston Guerrero takes some back steps and utilizes his footwork. That seems to be right back where he's going in this 5th round, presented by Celsius Live Fit Essential Energy. But Nonito, as you know, the danger in that, look at that combination from Antonio Vargas. The danger in that is that once Guerrero gets to tee up some shots of his own, and we've seen that can be detrimental.
Again, a perfectly timed punch in between those combinations can be very deadly. So he can't be greedy about landing. Left hook by Vargas. But Guerrero keeps going on, man.
Back and forth. Winston Guerrero with the right hand of the body. And then again, you see both fighters land. Lead left hook for Vargas, right hand over the top for Guerrero. And this is exactly what you expect out of a big-time interim title fight. Both fighters want this, man.
Oh yeah, but the little guys, we're different, man. We love our heart.
I was going to say, you know, Nonito, you're watching this, we'll say with a watchful eye, sitting here with us.
Yes, and I get so excited. I might go in there just now.
You should go in and call out the winner.
And again,
What's go in and call out the winner after.
yes.
WWE style, Wade Flynn style.
Come on now.
The thing I like with Guerrero, he's banking around, at least on my card, with activity. The jab is really nice, and he's following up, just peppering Vargas. Vargas might be landing the harder shots, but I just feel like Guerrero is throwing more, and I'm giving him the last 2 rounds, in addition to the 10-8 rounds, which is 38-36 on my scorecard.
Well, let's take a listen with our 4th member of the team. Coach Wade, what do you have for us?
Vargas is having a much better round. I would like to see him use his jab more and also continue with the combinations. Because when he's throwing the combinations, he's having a lot of success. He's going to have to outwork Guerrero today.
Nonito, what do you think about Coach Larry Wade saying that Vargas has to outwork him? It's kind of tough with Winston, but he might be right.
Well, it starts with the jab. So if you see him throw that jab, double up the jab, triple up the jab, Guerrero can't do anything. But because he's just blocking and countering after that Winston Guerrero is able to throw all those combinations.
Double jab, triple jab there from Guerrero once again. And you talked about it, that volume is just really starting to add up.
I still know, I agree with Larry that works Guerrero, but I still think it's okay. I mean, Guerrero just throws a lot of punches.
Chopping left hook there from Vargas.
Vargas have to do that. He's have to be very to the final place.
Time.
Vargas.
And that 5th round, again, a close one. This is going to come down to the things that we've talked about, gentlemen. The power of Vargas, and it seems like Winston Guerrero just can't be outworked versus the volume of Guerrero. So when you get into these cutter wars like that, midway through this fight, both fighters having a ton of success, also having, punches landed on them. What's your mindset like heading into this 6th round?
Let's go. LMC. That's it. That's how my mind works. Once it gets exciting, I'm going for it.
Who would you rather be right now, Nonito? Would you rather be Winston Guerrero? Would you rather be Antonio Vargas?
They're doing really well. I mean, if I'm Vargas, I would throw a lot of jabs, and I would set things up. And if I was Guerrero, I would do a lot of movement like he's doing right now, but put some big into it.
Another right hand from Winston Guerrero lands in the exchange.
Yeah, he's throwing heavy level. In addition to volume, too, so. I got to think Vargas kind of separated himself in this fight. 48-45 for Winston Guerrero. Vargas, you just got to punch in between his punches, Guerrero, and find a spot and know that you're the heavier puncher. Hopefully drop him.
They almost ready to have to do what Winston Guerrero is doing to you. Find those openings and exchanges and punch in between.
That's exactly what because if you look at how Vargas works, he throws those combinations, but he doesn't stop. He'll finish his combination. So in between those that you can time him, that's when he's open.
So I mean, like with Guerrero, he's going to throw a lot of punches. So Vargas should be able to find a spot. He should be able to find the timing. That's why we watch, right? To see him make that adjustment and see if he can do that over the second half of this fight. There's a massive title shot on the line.
Having some success here. That's a nice jab right hand from Vargas as he tries to walk Guerrero down.
Yeah, good round so far from Vargas.
Combination Vargas. Left hook Vargas. And he stomps forward.
Those side shots is hurting Guerrero.
You can see him kind of wincing, moving backwards.
Winston Guerrero.
Winston Guerrero.
I'm not
Say that 5 times fast.
But you're also seeing the feet start to get a little heavier from Guerrero. He's planning more. Not shuffling away from that power.
That's right.
Pops out the triple jab there. That jab stings him.
He's winning this round. Yeah, Vargas is winning this round.
Good straight right hand by Vargas. Right now, Vargas breaking him down.
That's one of the patented combinations we've seen from Winston Guerrero throughout this fight. Probably the first one of this round, though. Beautiful lead hand combo from Guerrero, and again, Vargas sticks him with a jab and another.
Good straight out double jab.
That's what they're looking for.
But always goes down with the jab.
You're starting to see the pedigree, the difference. Antonio Vargas has been there, kind of done that. Winston Guerrero, not so much. Very game. He's winning this fight. Guerrero has never fought past 8 rounds.
10 seconds.
Vargas has.
Last few seconds here in the round as Vargas looks to punctuate what's been a better round than I think we've seen for Antonio Vargas. We take a look at the last round here, and a cleaner shot, and I think the word you used was pedigree, Dan, starting to show little by little here.
Impressive, but he changed the tide in 1 round, I feel like. I mean, it was behind body shots. That's how you can slow down a guy with an engine. That's Guerrero. So I expect a lot more body work in the second half.
That's what his corner has been telling him to do. One thing though, he's, from the very beginning, that's how he was able to set those big punch in the first round because of those body shots.
As we head into round number 7, Dan, how do you see it?
We're halfway through this fight, 57-55, Guerrero on my card. Vargas is coming on strong. We got the 2 10-8 rounds. It's the body work that I think can be the difference in the second half of this fight.
Nice right hand there from Winston Guerrero. The feet are active once again. The combinations there, beautiful from Guerrero. A bit of urgency in the corner, perhaps, of Winston Guerrero.
Oh, Guerrero is hurt with the hook and a right hand just on him.
He's on the retreat mode now.
But he's still fighting.
Mouthpiece out. Fourth time tonight. Something out. That's not mouthpiece. That's a decap.
WJ, decap off the shorts. They're throwing so hard. Even the shorts can't get into it. Shots from Guerrero off the back foot. But Vargas is hunting.
You can really feel the tide starting to turn. Vargas starting to take over. Sitting down on his shots more. Guerrero's going to find an answer. Fast.
Years early on was the big right hand to stop all that momentum.
That's right there. Nice 4-punch combination.
And Vargas, we talked about in the last round, gentlemen, did a great job going to the body to slow down the feet. Haven't seen that as much in this round so far. You're the corner of Antonio Vargas screaming the same thing. We need to work downstairs. There he goes, right to the body with a combination. Last minute and a half in this round 7. Clock brought to you by Celsius. Live Fit Essential Energy. And again, just stalking forward. The entirety of this round is Antonio Vargas. Oh, big right hand to the body side. Huge right hand to the body. And another one.
Painful body shot. The bread basket.
The left hook upstairs. I want to talk about a poker face right now. Winston Guerrero is showing it. Could not tell he just got a right hand straight to the ribs.
And he's hurting that body. Holding on.
And now Vargas again. Looking to land those combinations on the front foot. Last 30 seconds. Round 7, pretty much all Vargas, I would say.
Work on that body.
And then Winston Guerrero comes back with a combination. Left hook, Vargas. Trying to
10
keep her
seconds.
stand in front of him. Nice double jab there from Guerrero. Gets out of the way of some big punches there as well.
Time.
And that is round number 7 in the books. Once again, another building block round, I would say, for Antonio Vargas.
I agree with that. He's breaking them down, especially those body shots, those tremendous body shots. One thing is, as you can see, Winston Guerrero is moving less.
You're starting to see those feet get a little heavier. And it's because of the body work of Antonio Vargas. It's also because, Dan, you talked about it. We're going into the deep end here for Winston Guerrero. Into the 8th round. He's only been 8 rounds.
We're far past 8 rounds. This is where we separate the men from the boys. You can tell, if you want to get that title shot, you want to go to Japan and fight in front of thousands and make a lot of money, then you got to find a way if you're Winston Guerrero.
As we've seen, things can change in an instant. Round 8. This 8th of 12 rounds for once again the WBA Interim Bantamweight Championship of the world.
I think Vargas is look careful with those chopping shots behind the head.
Some hammer fists there from Winston Guerrero. Can't do that.
Let's tighten it up. I think Vargas won the last 2 rounds.
Oh, nice uppercut there to Antonio Vargas.
Practically tied.
Close the gap a little bit. 66-65. Winston Guerrero. Vargas is coming on and potentially turning the tide.
One of Nonito, you talked about this countless times, and it's an old adage in boxing. At times you see the punches that you don't see hurt you the most. Right now, it looks like Antonio Vargas is seeing pretty much everything from Winston Guerrero.
Yes, right now he's wary of that overhand. But still, sometimes he gets confident and he throws his combination and he drops his hand. But because of those body shots, look how much he's holding those body shots that you can land. He lands the left hook constantly.
There it is again, the left hook. And it looks like Antonio Vargas has found something here in this 8th round as he has Winston Guerrero backing up into the ropes. Here's corner, asking to cut the ring. He obliges, keeps Guerrero in this triangle of doom. The blue corner against the ropes, into a neutral corner. Constantly on the front foot, chopping with the left hand.
Good body shots.
Guerrero comes back with a combination.
He is throwing combinations.
Throwing some heat in Winston Guerrero. He's going to need some more of that as Vargas looks to land some cutting punches of his own.
He just needs to tackle it.
Once again to the solar plexus goes Vargas, and then a left hook up there.
That's a tough one to score this round. They're going back and forth, back and forth.
And Nonito, how difficult is it to fight with your back foot constantly like this? Like Winston Guerrero was doing until that right hand rocked him.
He's hurt.
That was a huge right hand from Antonio Vargas. And a left hook. And another right hand lands. 25 seconds in this 8th round, and Vargas has found a home for that right hand on the chin.
10 seconds.
Last few seconds, and round number 8. A combination from Vargas, and a step in left hook to end the round. Australian pound-for-pound great Jai Opetaia will look to defend his IBF world title on home soil when he takes on undefeated mandatory Hussein Chikara on the Gold Coast on Wednesday, January 8th, live on DAZN. Dan, you called that round tough to score. I would say you were right up until that last minute, maybe 30 seconds.
Yeah, the final 90 seconds, Vargas just took over, as you see here. Sitting down on shots, punching in between Guerrero's exchanges. And he is now taking the lead on my card, 76-75, as we head into uncharted territory for Winston Guerrero, a 9th round.
It's insane how fights work, Nonito Donaire. You see cycles, and right now, what was giving trouble to Antonio Vargas to start this fight, Winston Guerrero punching in between his combinations, he's now doing to Winston Guerrero.
Yes, and that's when you say pedigree. You know, it's the level to this. It's a level that Vargas has over Guerrero.
Nice. Left hand to the body. Guerrero says it was a little long. Referee says no, then lets it go. And now we're throwing combinations again in the center of the ring. Jab from Vargas. And I don't remember the last time I saw Antonio Vargas take a back step in this fight. Another combination.
Except when he got dropped.
That was a back step. That was a lean back. Fat Joe style.
But he came back right away. That's the heart that Vargas has, and the willingness to get what he wants.
And it is, I mean, super impressive because that was a clean right hand he ate. And the body shut off for a second. Ready to pop back up and not only get back into this fight, but as you alluded to, Dan Kenobi, potentially turning this fight back in his favor so far.
So I have him winning right now, but it took him like 2 rounds, 2.5 rounds to get over that knockdown. I thought he lost the subsequent rounds, the 2 rounds after. And what you're seeing now is a fighter with a lot of experience in Vargas, staying calm under pressure, kind of taken it out of Guerrero.
You talked about experience. You said it all week, though, Dan. It's not just experience. It's experience at a high level. Because we do have 22 wins, no losses here for Winston Guerrero. But at this level, it's uncharted territory for him. It's somewhere Antonio Vargas has lived.
In 22-0, when you go to his spots record, you can look at his opponent's records. I'm not taking anything away from Winston Guerrero. He's fought 22 times and he's got his hand raised every single time. But he hasn't been in there with someone like Antonio Vargas.
And has fought beautifully here as well.
Oh, yeah, he's making a great account of himself. And we'll get more fights after this. Should he not win? But he's still in his fight. He's way down 20.
Right hand there from Vargas. Combination Guerrero.
A lot of these rounds are really close. Just because I have them up doesn't mean this journey might be seeing something totally different.
Counter right hand there from Vargas.
I really have to go with Vargas in this because he's very accurate. Although Guerrero was throwing this combination, but the accuracy and the cleaner punch comes from Vargas.
I agree.
Could potentially be razor thin in this fight as you see combinations from both fighters. Guerrero goes to the body there. Vargas looking to follow up in these last 10 seconds of round number 9. Where every second and every shot matters. That wraps up round 9. And Onito, I'm going to give Dan a break here. I'm going to put the pressure on you. What, through this fight, how do you have it so far? Who is winning?
I mean, I didn't really score it, but I would say Vargas has a lot more cleaner punch. He's dictating the fight, and to me, Vargas is winning this fight. But I'm an old school kind of guy. I look at who is winning overall. You know, who's winning the pain.
The pain game, he said.
Pain in the game.
All right, I took the pressure off for about a millisecond. Kobe, I'll come back to it. What do you think?
5 rounds to 4. Vargas with the 5 rounds. With the 10-8 round as well. I started to pull away here. Winston was in that round until the end, with the last minute where Vargas is coming forward. Like, he's landing harder shots. That should get it done.
We've talked about adjustments all night. So, Nonito, if you're in the corner of Winston Guerrero and you do think you're down here, what do you do to adjust?
Just cover up, move around, and counter. Perfectly time those counters. Instead of wasting those punches if you know you're behind. But right now he's still in contention and he still has the ability to win this fight. So do what he's doing, but not get hit with punches and not sit there when Antonio Vargas attacks.
Short right hand and a left hook from Vargas there in that exchange. Jab behind it. As he once again gets on that front foot to walk down Winston Guerrero and lands a couple of right hands there going forward.
Antonio Vargas is actually a lot better than earlier. He's putting out the ring and stopping the movement of Guerrero.
And also utilizing some of the more straight punches here, Dan Canopio, where you see Winston Guerrero try to throw around the guard in some of these exchanges. You're seeing counter straight right hands, counter jabs from Antonio Vargas.
They just feel more crisp, a little more technical. If we knew heading into this fight. Guerrero, you can see it on his face. He's wearing it a little bit tonight. Body shots starting to accumulate. His form is starting to suffer a little bit. He's like a same punch combination.
Combo there.
None of them really landed though.
He's getting caught with those left hook counters from Vargas.
Straight right hand. Lands on the button from Vargas. This is exactly where he wants this fight to be. Stop those feet of Winston Guerrero, land and then just start throwing those counters. He's had a lot of success doing so and going to the body like that right there. Another right hand to the body. Oh, right hand. And right now Vargas looks like he's
Holding him up. He's technically being knocked out.
my goodness, two monster right hands and he's walking forward. Guerrero's in big trouble.
Wait, they're stopping it.
There it is.
And the fight is over.
Antonio Vargas.
And Antonio Vargas won. Yes.